Should I learn to electric file? This is a question that we do see. I've got the electric file master here today to answer that question right now on the Biz Talk. Should I?
Yes.
Fist to jaw. Yes. Maybe that should be an episode, bro. You and I just go at it, bro. Boxing gloves. I don't think I'd box you though. I think I'd get knocked out. Boxing, maybe not good. If we could throw a little wrestling in there and ground game, do a little MMA.
No thanks. I've done that with you. It's not fun.
I've been watching like these boxing videos, bro, and like, dude, boxing is like brute, bro. It's gnarl.
Yes, it's an art.
It's an art, absolutely.
It's an incredible martial art.
Much like electric filing is an art. And so let me warm this up for Greg real quick. So we get questions. People, they do ask. It's not like before, like 10 years ago, where it was like, no electric filing, but we still get questions. Oh my God, I'm scared. Is it dangerous? We saw it this morning on Twitch, right? Somebody was like, I'm nervous. Like, bro.
Can you imagine if there's social media 10 years ago and I was doing electric filing? I would have been crucified.
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure.
I was 10 years ago.
Yeah, you were anyway.
I was the only one that was using it at trade shows. I'd say like 15 years ago, dude, we're going heavy. Everybody was hand filing.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, everybody was teaching, do not use an electric file.
Correct.
Yeah, and we were.
I'm all stop shopping at Rongo
Toyota, people. It's an inside joke. So, okay, bro, why should a nail technician learn how to electric file? Let's start with that.
Well, notice we call it an electric file. We don't call it a drill. A drill, again, is a tool you buy at Home Depot, and you use it to drill screws into wood.
I do that at home.
Yeah, so if you want to drill, go buy yourself a bucket of screws and a block of wood. You could drill all day long. It never stops.
Never stops, bro.
An electric file is the most important tool in a nail technician's arsenal because you don't make your money off doing full sets. When you get good at doing sets, you make your money off making the old look like new. It's all about maintenance. Now, in order for you to do maintenance well, you have to know how to do repairs. It's so difficult to file away lifted areas. Now, I'm not saying like, look, even the best of the best nail techs, you'll get a little bit of separation around the edge. Your customers use their nails as tools, not jewels, right? So pressure, environment, there's so many different, weather can relate, can affect the way that an enhancement bonds to the natural nail. Okay,
sure.
Look, again, if there's minimal, you still have to be able to remove the lifting or any type of, or fix breaks or cracks.
Right.
Doing that with a hand file, good luck.
Yeah.
You're gonna destroy the natural nail, or you're gonna create a lot of friction by literally hand filing on the surface with an aggressive nature. You have to be able to understand how to use electric file so that you can maintain. So it's not just for maintenance, but it's also preparing the growth for a refill. Again, if you don't want to destroy the skin around the surrounding area of the nail, you're not going to be hand filing around the surface.
Right.
Like,
bro.
my gosh, dude, that would be
Prepping the natural nail by filing, or that sounds insane, bro.
Dude, I remember when I was in school. So, I got my license in 98. And when I got my license, I remember there was no electric file instruction. Till today, there's still very little electric file instruction in schools, which is unfortunate. But, I remember my instructor giving me at the time it was like the Milady Book of Nail Technology. It was a book a standard book that everyone was given, right? So the old instruction was like to remove lifting, you had to hand file it away.
Ouch. It's This doesn't sound good, bro.
You can't. It's impossible. No, first of all, you cannot hand file a lift away without creating a scar, right, or some type of indentation around the perimeter of the nail, which is usually rings of fire. With a hand file, which is absolutely crazy. So, yes, you can get rings of fire by using the wrong bits, using the wrong speed, not understanding how to remove.
Wrong pressure.
Yes. But if you have the right technique, if you're educated well on the use of the electric file, which I teach,
right,
you will become a nail ninja.
Yep.
And I use that with confidence because I couldn't do, I've told you this before, you could be good at everything, but what sets you apart from everybody else, truth, is your e-file skills. If you are an incredible nail technician with an e-file, meaning you can use it without doing any damage to your customer's natural nails, dude, you're in another league. Because whatever you do, whether it's acrylic, hard gels, gel polish, they all require maintenance. You have to make the old look like new. And if you could remove and reapply or prepare and reapply with that fine piece of equipment, dude, timing, adhesion, finishing, everything is just, it's not just faster, it's more efficient. But look, I'm going to even take it a step farther. The electric file is designed to protect the most important asset, and that is your body. When you do a lot of hand filing, you're doing a lot of repetitive motion with your wrist. Again, you need to learn how to hand file to perfect the look. But if you're doing that all the time, that repetitive motion will eventually lead to carpal tunnel syndrome. Right? Shoulder pain, back pain, sitting behind a desk 7-8 hours a day, grinding it out with a hand file. Dude, it's only a matter of time before you have aches and pains.
It's just rough on the body.
It is. So ergonomically, you want to protect your body. You have to learn how to use an e-file well. Yeah.
And here's a question I have is if you don't know how to electric file and your client comes back in, let's say you do acrylics, full set, they come back in 2 weeks later to maintain. Is that what people are they using the hand file to prep the filled area? And I mean, just shortening everything with a hand file. That just seems insane to me.
It is, but for those individuals who, thank goodness that there's a ton of education online. But if you're not familiar with the education on YouTube, what's out there, and you're just taught in school to prepare with a hand file, it's like listening to an 8-track recorder.
Yeah, man. It's old.
It's outdated. No one uses it anymore. No one does that with a hand file. It's just not, it's not the choice of a true professional.
Right.
True professional uses an electric file along with a hand file to do great finishing and not just finishing, great preparation, great and there's all kinds of techniques. I mean, I don't teach it, but there's certain bits that are used for cleaning up around the cuticle area. There's certain bits that are used for pedicures, right? To remove calluses on the heels.
Sure.
There's all kinds of attachments that you can apply to the electric file that are going to reduce the repetitive motion of your wrists and shoulders.
Right.
Is there, any type of risk that are associated? If you don't know what you're doing, yes. But again,
that's with everything.
It is with everything.
Totally.
I mean, you don't, if you want to learn how to do tattoos, you don't just go buy a gun and start practicing.
No, bro. I mean, yeah. Come here, bro. Just got this. Dude, I'm going to write my name on your back, bro.
I mean, can you imagine doing permanent makeup on your eyes, bro?
Dude, without practicing? Kind of need to know what to do. It's important.
So it's the same thing. There's a lot of things out there. When it comes to doing nails, It is the most important. It really is.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, I'll keep repeating it over and over again. You know, what sets a good nail technician or a great nail tech from just an average nail tech. The great nail tech knows how to electric file really well.
Well, it's kind of like this, right? Let's say you hired a contractor to build your house, and the contractor says to you, "Just letting you know, I don't use electric tools. Everything's by hand, hammer, nail. When we cut stuff, when we cut pieces of wood, I use a saw to do it." Okay, I mean, he's like, now it's going to take a little longer, and you'd be like, bro,
you're fired, bro.
You are fired. Now, if a contractor does not know how to use the electric tools, is that a problem? Of course it's a problem. You have to learn. You got to know safety. You have to be able to use it properly. His team's got to be properly trained. You need to, they've got to protect themselves. But like somebody that's going to hammer a whole house, like, you know, when you do the framing versus somebody that just goes doof, 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 doof with a nail gun, it's not even close, bro.
Yeah. And so there is a use for a hammer, obviously.
Of course, there's certain areas where maybe you like, okay, let me just grab the hammer. You know what I mean? Like you're still going to use the hand file for shaping and
correct,
right? Guidelines and or the
perimeter shaping, perimeter shaping, and surface shaping, like. And look, we have educators that, you know, do Tracy and Mel obviously are in a league of their own because they use their electric file all the way through from beginning to end.
All the way. Yeah.
They're just, you know, that's what they do. And, but again, there's also another league of nail techs that, you know, like they hand file, electric file, hand file.
Right.
Most of us do that, right? So not all, but most. So look, if you're wondering whether you should, you know, the answer is yes.
100%.
You have to learn how to use it. Where do you get the education? Right here.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm going to show you. Our team is going to show you how to do it. And you could always ask me or anyone that is part of our team, and we are more than happy to set you in the right direction.
And don't forget, you know, we have a whole e-file series on YouTube.
Correct.
That is a great way to start your education process if you're afraid. And even outside of that series, there's a dozen videos, maybe more, on every nail video that we do. It incorporates electric filing.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? From preparation. I mean, I don't even know, like I post a lot of TikTok content. There's so much content with e-filing, and it's all great. And I constantly using it and posting it and pivoting and using your fingers and balancing and how to hold it and like weight and, you know, pressure. Pressure was a big one for me, bro. I remember when we did a pro teachers beginner series, and you were like, come here, bro. And like, you're like, feel that? And I'm like, oh my God, it's a tickle, tickle. Tio Greg always says tickle, tickle, coochie, coo. I'm going to punch him sometimes when he says it, but it sticks in my damn head. I can't forget it. It is really soft and gentle.
I miss our 1 week course. You know, I know that we're definitely coming back. I can see it coming back in 2022.
I hope so.
And that was one thing, you know, I always told all our students when they actually came to the course, one thing that you will learn during the week of hands-on is if you're not familiar with using an electric file, by the end of the week, you will be proficient with one.
Yeah, it's one of the great things about the OWC, right, is that all the equipment is there.
Yeah.
You're like, we have e-files for everybody to use as much as you want for the entire week. Like, you really get dialed in.
Oh, I mean, it was definitely our baby. But
yeah, it'll come back.
Oh, definitely.
It'll come back. In the meantime, you can take, you know, the live Zoom classes, and every video that you do Zoom, bro, you're always showing e-filing, right?
I'm using my electric file, all my lives. I'm using electric filing. I'm always talking about it. And if you're still confused, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
We're here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, ultimately, it's like, you got to get an e-file.
Correct.
And you got to start.
Correct.
You know, and but those videos are so valuable to get you dialed in, to take away that fear.
A lot of you guys got the e-file deal right during Black Friday, so you got to take advantage. And if you got one during that big sale, and you're still reluctant on using it, we're here to help you.
Yeah.
So ask and we will deliver.
Absolutely. So in summary, if you're questioning why, how, what, e-file, should I not? The answer is just yes.
Yes.
You need to get it in. You need to start practicing. It's going to make you more efficient. And again, maintenance is the holy grail of building your clientele, just basically doing maintenance all the time.
Correct.
E-file is a huge part of that, and speed and efficiency and making more money and saving your body. All those points that Greg made, huge. If you use an e-file, please, in the comments below, let us know how it has changed your nail game. We want to know. Any other recommendations for future videos, let us know in the comments below. Thank you, bro, so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you guys also, and we'll see you next time.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.